Yes, you are 100% correct. And she weighs it. He asks her, he's like, is that true? And she's like, oh, shit. No, I said it because I was hurt. And then they go back into the, you don't prioritize me over your family.
Yeah. I love that. She's like, she's like, if I am to be happy with you, you must disown them.
I can't.
I can't do that. They're my family. I love pets. Pets. Gino face is incredible.
There's a lot of stuff on TV, but not all of it's good. In fact, a lot of it's bad TV.
Hey, hi, how are you? It's Bad TV. My name is Dylan, and it's a podcast, and it's a show where we talk about reality television shows. This week we're talking about, or on this specific episode, we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé.
Before the 90 day.
Before the 90 day. I'm Dylan, saddled up next to one real Patrick Hickey.
Great to be here.
And Ruby Wren is over there, baby sister, Miss Hamptons herself. That's where Ruby was this weekend. She was in the Hamptons. Rubbing elbows with Hillary Clinton. And you were like, oh my God, you're my hero. And you both talked about how to entrap, how to keep people in dungeons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also Prospect Park. How are you, Ruby?
I'm doing really well, Dill. How are you?
I'm a little loopy.
Let me jump in here. Can I get to a little housekeeping or talk about things we got coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's important. Love is Blind is just around the corner. If you'd like to hear the abomination that Netflix threw up on the American public this weekend, you can hear Dylan and I cover After the Altar all 3 episodes. And I talked to Dill about it off mic, and we both hated it equally. So listen to our coverage of that behind the paywall at patreon.com/Another Podcast Network. And then Love is Blind. You might as well sign up for Patreon now because we're pretty much going to be covering the entire season 5 of Love is Blind behind the paywall. Isn't that right, Dill?
That's right.
Maybe Ruby will help us just because they're going to be dropping like 4 episodes a week for like a month.
Yeah.
Ruby, you're going to have to come in and help us out with that.
We'll do one. Ruby will do a bunch on her own. We'll kind of do, well, it'll be a thing. We'll figure it out. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're here to break down whatever episode of... Hey, Kaylin, how you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
The whatever episode it is of season 6 of Before the 90 Day. Now, I've been rather negative about this show, and I want to apologize to the listeners for that, and I also want to continue with that sentiment because we need to have a conversation off mic, of course. I don't think I ever want to watch the Learning Channel show ever again. I think please don't patronize me. Please don't do that.
I don't.
You patronize Mead.
No. I just think that you're writing so many good opportunities off,
But this is the difficulty I have with the Learning Channel. Mm-hmm. They have to be at the pinnacle in terms of exploitative reality television programming, because all reality TV is exploitative, right? You gas these people up, you lock them in hotel rooms with books they can't read, and then tell them to go have fun, aka make a fool of themselves, and before they know it, they'll have 112,000 Instagram followers. It's all exploitative. But TLC traffics in capturing a deaf guy, volcano red and sweating on the floor of a Filipino resort, marrying somebody or proposing to somebody. And I saw a clip this weekend from My 600-Pound Life. And
that's also on TLC?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a family in a doctor's office. And they get on a scale which is a different kind of scale. And the one guy gets on. He is 520 pounds. And there's a little competition that springs up between them. Someone asks how much the scale goes up to. The person working there somberly says, pretty high. And then a girl gets on, and she weighs 812 pounds.
Dylan, that's your problem.
And her brother or her family member says, damn, I don't want to humor the Learning Channel anymore. I think they're evil.
Be like me, man. I can't watch a show where the participants, if they're going to go on a date, a crane needs to be involved, So I don't even go there, man.
Right, man.
And you shouldn't either. Okay. But
don't draw your line somewhere. And maybe that's just your line,
But my line, but also over that line and not quite so far over is capturing a transgendered autistic woman. Have her seeing eye dog Jane with her as she confronts party guy Christian. I also think that's the 800 person getting on the scale. 0 pots. I hate this show.
Hey, all right. Look, maybe we'll do a spinoff with Ruby, Kaylin, and I. It's another podcast network. I love it. I think there's enough space here. I couldn't do 8 shows a week about 90 Day Fiancé because that's exactly how many versions of this show they have running at any given time.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed enough. I way preferred over the other franchise we covered, Sigs and Sadness.
Sigs and Sadness.
Love After Lockup. I am enjoying this season. I will say, I think there's 3 or 2 episodes left after this one. It is winding down. We already saw the very dramatic breakup of Gino and Jasmine. That was tough to see. And then we have the proposal of David and Sheila, which I counter to Dylan. I found lovely and heartwarming. I thought it was a decent episode. I have lots to say about Razvan and Amanda. I know I'm going to argue with both of you during my thoughts on that.
I cannot wait to hear somebody say anything other than Amanda is evil. Not quite evil. She's just...
No,
she's
evil
like
is right.
She's like a boa. It's just really she's an emotional boa constrictor.
You think so, Dill? I think in the dictionary when you look up basic, it's a picture of
No. I think it goes a little bit further. When the camera shut off and she turns to you and her head swivels like Emily Rose, and she says, "My husband, who is dead, has a bigger dick than you," and you're like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" That's the kind of evil that I think we're talking about.
All right,
here.
fair enough. I still enjoyed the episode. 50 passports, Rubes.
I'm more in Patrick's camp here. I'm very sorry that it makes you sad. I think I've learned a lot from the Learning Channel. I've learned that if I ever see someone wearing a yellow lanyard, they are autistic. I've learned that people carry their dead husbands around in a box several months after he's died.
Yep. Yeah.
I missed Misha and Nicola so much. I'm so happy they were here.
Yeah.
Truly, I'm so happy. I thought it was really good. I thought we got the meat of couples. No tirade, no sad tirade.
Yeah.
I mean, Gino and Jasmine peak 59 passports.
You know what? Also, I continue to learn every week on the Learning Channel. Dylan, do you know what the sign is for the word time?
Oof. Yeah. He's almost fluent.
Yeah. Outside of kind of do you know the sign for ambivalence?
That's going to be one of those words they spell out with their fingers.
Yeah. No, but more kind of concrete kind of object work. Yeah, like improv comedians and deaf people could communicate very, very well if they were just talking about pickup basketball. I don't know.
Right.
All right, so let's get into it.
Nicola and Misha.
Nicola and Misha, is that where we start?
Yep.
Wow. We begin with the worst rendition of Ave Maria I've ever heard. I don't even think, are they the same songs as Ave Maria? Something that people sing in church and not like Botticelli at the Hollywood Bowl. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, great.
I will say
So-
they pray to the rosary together, and Nicola asked God for wisdom, and he's answered. God said, stop being a misogynist jerk and don't sleep on the pink lemonade. Jesus loves that.
Yeah, we've got 6 days left, and we're heading to the Dead Sea. The whole land, Nicola says, was covered in sin. And this is where we begin. Misha is so good at just taking little pop shots at the country of Israel, Nicola, really anything she can put in her crosshairs. Like the fishing thing, she was like, this is stupid. And she was wasted. But then she like tastes the Dead Sea and she's like, oh, it's disgusting. It tastes like somebody died in here or something. It's like, well, Jesus Christ, man, be a little bit more respectful. Then they rub mud all over.
Well, I was going to say, I think she was disturbed by Nicola's dad body. Definitely not on a fish diet, this man. He's been visiting that hummus place that Jesus left a Yelp review for. 4 stars.
Patrick, let's not be
Bathroom was filthy. Jesus got toilet paper on his sandals.
Let's not be bizarrely sacrilege, like apropos of nothing bizarrely sacrilege, because we have a lot of Christians listening to this show, and they'll get very upset.
I want to be better.
Rubes, Mishu, yep.
You don't think that Jesus would have liked hummus?
No. I mean, everybody likes hummus.
You got to keep your bathrooms clean.
Yeah. And Christians agree with that, Dylan. So you
Yeah.
think Christians will go to the bathroom in filth? Just because you're a filthy Jew doesn't mean that they like to bathe in sin like you do. My God, Dylan.
He is rubbing her in mud, and Misha she's very turned off by him because he does not have the touch of a samurai poet. He has the touch of a 50-year-old virgin. Rube's thoughts on this moment. He's kind of like the witch in Barbarian.
Yes.
In this moment, he's kind of like a chimpanzee. He's just like rubbing her down with the mud. But you go ahead and talk.
Or he's just like the witch from the movie The Witch, the like really contorted, scary thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how she would apply mud as well to Misha.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't she say something like, hey, look, I understand there's no possible way of you satisfying me for a number of years.
Right.
And then he defends this by saying, don't worry about it. I had sex ed in the 5th grade, learned everything I need to know there.
Yeah. Well, they head into the ocean, and Nico does a sexy little dance for her. She's repulsed. And they, I think in an OTF or maybe just in the Dead Sea, talk about how he's like, I want to have sex with you every day, Misha. You are a machine. I will have sex with you every day. Have you been at the Dead Sea? Have you been to Israel, Ruby?
No. Do you want a little more apathy?
No. I was talking to Mom about Birthright the other day, and we've talked about it on the podcast before, but I don't want to be in a bus with other Jews from Sherman Oaks in Israel.
They
Me
pay for the
neither.
whole trip, though, dude.
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't.
It's just kind of cheap.
Okay.
Right?
Whenever you bring the bus up, I always think it's because you think that they're going to be bombed, but it's just because they're your neighbors.
Yeah, no. It's purely because we're going to talk about landmarks on Ventura Boulevard. And I don't want to do that. I want to be on vacation with my family or my wife, not with Ethan, who went to Campbell Hall 5 years after me. So,
I get some
Misha.
good legal advice from him,
Oh, yeah. He's in mergers and acquisitions, though.
Oh, boring.
Yeah. He can't help me.
Rich, though.
Very rich.
Thanks for listening, Eve.
I was working on a deal the other day. All right.
Eyes forward, we're going to hummus.
Okay. So she says the Dead Sea tastes like shit, and we move on to Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes. The holiest days in England.
Got to clear that throat.
Right now.
They can't make the corn creamy, and I think that he said, man, is he a drunk? He's like, Thanksgiving to me is just sitting around boozing. you just sit around and drink whiskey, which is kind of what it is, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a free day to gorge yourself and
imbibe.
yeah.
But that's not what he's going to do tonight.
Can I just say something? That
was a lull. Wait, Rubes, what were you going to say?
No, Patrick, you go.
Okay, Patrick, go.
He's growing on me.
Only because he's under such duress that you sympathize
Is that
with
what
him.
I'm rooting for the underdog?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I was also going to say, you can lie to a foreigner. They don't know shit. Say that you help your parents cook or something. I don't know how to do anything, but I would lie to a foreigner and say that I do whatever my family needs, you know?
What are you saying foreigners for?
A non-American person that doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. I mean, Cleo. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Well, Leo he's got this whole rando being invited to the holiest day in England, Thanksgiving, stuck in her craw because she won't fucking let it go.
Yeah,
she keeps bringing it up.
Can I say something? I fucking hate Jane. I can't stand Jane.
I hate Jane. I wish
she is awful.
I wish Christian at some point during this dinner conversation said, "Hey Jane," she said, "Yeah, fuck off."
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's like, hey, hello, judge, jury, and executioner. Why don't you get the fuck out of here and stop coming in here and double teaming me with my autistic girlfriend? It is a lose situation for me. I'm just going to sit here and get the fucking shit beat out of me. He is like Private Pile with the bags of soap bars every time Jane and Cleo get together. I mean, it's just brutal to watch.
Well, at least he got to eat a fucking donut. This poor bastard has to sit here and get shit given to him for 2 hours. Yeah, I don't like Jane. Not a fan.
I think she wants to fuck Cleo.
Oh, 100%. 100%. If I was, this is my note. If I was, this is to back up Jane a little bit here. If I was soul bound to Cleo without any kind of pay, I would be grumpy too, because it would seem as though, I don't know what kind of witchy shit these people get up to at costume conventions and stuff.
Sure.
But there's been some bargain struck because Jane is, or maybe she just wants to fuck Cleo. I think that's probably it. There's no Faustian agreement here.
Sometimes
she just
it's
wants
the
to,
simplest explanation, Dylan.
Occam's razor. It swings thick and fast. Fuck yeah.
Like Cleo's
Okay,
dick.
so Cleo brings up the fact that I cannot. It's you. It's every week you come in here with this fucking rock and roll turf bullshit. And it
Dylan.
really sullies the narrative of this podcast.
Dylan. Turf for fucking life. And I don't know what you want.
All right, so Cleo brings up the fact that
Christian, met a girl at a pub.
He started talking to a chick the night before. Your turf bullshit is throwing me into Freudian horror, and I need to get out of it. I feel like I'm at a Slayer concert right now. I can't believe I'm saying this, but poor Christian.
Yeah.
Poor Christian.
Sometimes you fucking beat someone over the head so much, if you're a bystander, you're like, come on. Enough's enough already.
Enough is enough already. So let's meet Razman's family. Amanda is nauseatingly loving after she told him that he's pathetic and will. I mean, I don't know what she said to him, but I can see Amanda get to a temperature that scares me.
I could too. But let me just lay this down here before you and Rubes attack.
Here it comes. Fucking Robert Shapiro's like, his glove doesn't fit. The glove doesn't fit.
And you must acquit. Okay. Two things can be true at once. Amanda can be basic, also a little manipulative, also a little wacky, and a fuck up. Razvan can also be one of the greatest opportunists we've seen on this franchise. He was waiting for the moment where She crossed the line, and then he could utilize this to be, my feelings are hurt. And now his DMs are lighting up. He's getting opportunities. If he comes to America, it's going to be
fucking
woe is
loose
me.
change over here. Why don't you make a documentary, you nut job?
He never had plans to be a fucking father. Can you imagine him and God knows where she lives, Ohio, wherever the fuck it is? He'd be a miserable son of a bitch there pretending to raise kids. That ain't gonna happen, okay? He's a Romanian fucking porn star. Do you remember who his friends were? They were the Jersey Shore of Romania.
Yeah.
Okay. His intentions were never to lock it down with Amanda. All right? I will now step down off my soapbox.
The glove
Please.
don't fit, you must acquit. Ruby?
I mean, I think there's a lot of other evidence that maybe says that he might have done it. No. If the glove don't fit, well, I just shut the fuck up. The fucking glove doesn't fit.
That's what Pat's doing right now. He's gaslighting
I know.
the
I
audience.
love how he wore the ski cap too, Johnny Cochran. That was amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was awesome.
What a time. I think that Razvan's an unbelievable actor, and he should be hired in way more Romanian films, not just porns,
Not
but
just
film
porns,
films.
yeah.
So
There's porns with a lot of talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Ruby, do you agree with me? He is utilizing this and capitalizing on that bad night for Amanda.
No.
I think that Amanda said genuinely, I think that everybody's utilizing this for fame and fortune in whatever way they're doing it.
Yeah.
I think Amanda literally said things to him that, like,
The worst things you could possibly imagine.
yeah, like if he were female, he'd kill himself.
Yeah. Well, she's probably like, the cameras leave, and she's like, yum, giddy up. Thank you for the rose. You're a fucking loser. That's what you are. You pretend to be a robot on TikTok. You're a fucking loser. You've been in
Amanda.
one porn. Your dick looked tiny.
Ooh.
My husband's got a bigger dick than you. You know? And then he's just crying. And then the next day the cameras show up. And she's just kissing, and she's snuggling, and they're on a plane together, and she's in athleisure, and they're just in love. And it's like, oh my gosh, I think you're an emotional boa constrictor. You know what I mean? They go to Split, Croatia. That's where his family is. Split is an important city for this podcast.
Is it?
Yep.
Why is that?
There was one fateful season of Below Deck where after the show, they all shacked up in a sea rat fuck house. And we thought that should be the show. You got to film that.
Oh, yeah.
It took place in Split, Croatia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Forgot
Did
about
the
that.
very, very big sea rat take responsibility for the baby he had with the small woman?
I don't think he ever
He
has.
was on Instagram this week. He caught a big fish, and that thing looked like he'd hit it with a club about 18,000 times. Very proud of himself.
Probably headbutted it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt him at all.
Oh, God, no. To be fair, headbutting fish really wouldn't hurt most human beings.
Well, depends how big the fish is.
I mean, give me a giant grouper, I'll headbutt that thing. It won't hurt me that bad. They're all fucking... I don't think they're that... They're squishy animals, right?
Yeah, they got teeth, though. They might bite your fingers off.
No, I mean, somebody else holds it, and then I headbutt it.
Oh, well, I was thinking about it swimming at full speed in the ocean, and you have to head it.
So, sorry. I got distracted. I've been getting the most annoying texts lately. Texts where I'm doing something, and then someone beckons me for something stupid, like a fantasy football draft. And it's usually on Do Not Disturb, but it's like, don't text me about fucking fantasy football. We've got a job to do here.
All right, can we talk about stats and Dempsey? This is the storyline I'm most fascinated with at this point.
It is so crazy that this is the one that's piquing you the most.
I think I understand stats, and I'm not saying that in a good way.
Yeah.
I think she's a very broken person, a very troubled person.
Yeah.
But I'm confused what's going on with Dempsey because she seems like she's got her shit together. There are red flags all over the goddamn place here, and I kind of feel for both of them.
Do you? Mm-hmm. I find them to be, I don't know. I guess they're in a weird way. I feel like they might be able to work it out.
Here's my fear.
Which
Stats is still engaging in old bad habits. I don't think she's learned anything from the past, i.e. her discussion of codependency and why it's actually not a bad thing. It's actually a horrible thing.
Yeah.
I could see once she establishes what Dempsey would consider a mutual, respectful, loyal relationship, Stats will go out and fuck someone she met on Instagram.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So,
But I just think their conversation is a little dull. I mean, they're driving around. She's a U-Haul lesbian. Dempsey's a farmer. But I really don't feel like it's going anywhere. Well, what are they doing? They're just driving around.
Well,
they're talking about rotaries.
right. But where they're going is they're going to go meet some of Dempsey's friends.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And I like this because Stats lays it out. I think this is correct. She says meeting your girlfriend or new partner's friends is not really about hanging out with friends and having casual drinks. It's a job interview.
She says it's going to war, I believe.
Oh,
and that's
geez.
right. Yeah.
So
Do you feel that way?
I have felt that way. Yeah. I always dreaded the you start liking somebody and you're about a month and a half in. That's normally the time where, at least from dating a girl, where a girl would say, hey, do you want to meet, do you mind meeting some of my friends out for drinks at, I don't know, name the place on Sunset Boulevard.
Right.
And that's when you say yes.
Yeah.
And then you're a gentleman the entire night.
Right.
And you're pretty sure that job interview went great.
Yeah.
And then you get in the car.
You have diarrhea.
Well, because you had food poisoning the night before, and you really made it through that job interview well, and then you're driving your car, and that's when
The 3-hour job interview. It was a long time we were
Yes, it
there.
was.
I had to
Those
shit my
cocktails
pants
weren't
the
cheap.
entire time, and I paid for everything.
And then your girlfriend announces to you at 12:30 that, do you mind? We're going to be heading to another bar.
And that's the next day at that point.
No,
But technically it is the next day.
And then you tell
And Ruby,
him,
shut up for a second.
that's when you tell her that you'd prefer not going there because are the same people that I just spent 3 hours with going to be at this next bar?
Yeah.
And she says yes, and I say I've already met them, and
Yeah.
I think I don't need to go. And that's when she punches me in the face.
Yeah, so
And I'm driving.
I'm not a big fan of the storyline. I don't think there was anything revelatory at this.
This is insane. This is
Okay, all
the
right.
ultimate self-sabotage grenade in meeting new people, and you're supposed to impress yourself upon them. Let me lay out the points here. This is what Stats says to the friends when they're attempting to get to know her. She said she's only good at sex. And she follows up with that because she's had a lot of it. And I'm sure this is self-sabotage because she later brings up the fact that she's been involved in some group sex and sex clubs. No judgment here from old Patty. I'm just saying if you're trying to win some people over that haven't met you yet, maybe keep that stuff a little close to the vest.
I think a little judgment from me. Sex groups are weird.
Yep.
Well, group sex, Dylan.
Both.
Right.
I mean, it's cool. No judgment, but I don't understand. I do think it's a little weird.
This is what I've always been confused about group sex. All right. So what happens when the guy comes after 2 minutes and there's like 8 people in the room? What does that guy do? Does he go twiddle his thumbs, or is there a refrigerator somewhere and he eats some chips?
He's like, I can go again. I promise I can go again. And then it's just awkward. And it's like, oh, what the fuck?
And does everyone always have a hole? Because there have to be certain things that are then done being used.
Yeah.
And how do you communicate? Like there's 8 people
Yeah. And it's
at once.
and it's really and
You need a coordinator, like someone that wearing a ref outfit.
Oh, like
and they
somebody
raise
with
their
a
hand like,
whistle?
Jack, I know you came 10 minutes ago. Let me know when you're ready to go. We got a free hole.
right.
Free hole.
Yeah. It's like those Instagram videos of those guys that work on oil rigs.
oh.
It's like grabbing this thing, pulling it over there.
Oh, yeah.
But it's weird. Every time I've heard about like group sex activities, it's always very, very binary. It's either in a bungalow with mattresses strewn all over the floor in Sun Valley, or it's $10,000 a head. You have to give your social security number, and you didn't know this, but Jeff Epstein is running it, but it's very nice. There's electrolytes for people, there's drugs, there's caviar, or you're in Sun Valley.
Yep.
Back to the show.
Why is there nothing in the middle? You know?
And Statler is in Sun Valley.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
She showed up. Well, because I don't think Dem's
Hey
friends.
guys, my name's Stetler. I'm here to tear into all of your bodies.
Get out.
It's like, whoa.
Well, I was going to say, Stat still attempting to win over her Dem's friends. She explains the reason for moving to England. It's definitely not because of the weather, you know?
Nah.
And then she leaves the table to take a shit and reminds them or lets them know it's not because she's taking a shit.
You know, I have to issue an apology. Sometimes when you're talking, you just talk and you say things that not only do you not mean, they were a thought that came from God knows where that did not pass through any filtration whatsoever, and then you just said it.
Sure.
I said English people have disgusting accents. Many of them do. But on the whole, I completely see why people are attracted to British accents. I think a lot of them are quite sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Quite hot. David Beckham's. I even think Scousers have a cool tongue. I think it's an interesting tongue. Now, it's not as hot or cool as like an Australian accent or something
you like that one.
Yeah, no, the Aussie accent is the best. The best. And also Rhode Island and Maine. You're like,
Yep.
Are you going to stab me? It's very like, you know. So anyways, we have to get to Gino and Jazz.
Yes.
So
We've talked too much. Why don't we let Ruby handle this?
yeah, Ruby,
Gino is
talk to us about how this reminded you of 500 Days of Summer.
One of the worst movies ever made. When you were just saying, Dylan, just now, that sometimes you say things that you're not really thinking about, that you don't mean, that you don't necessarily know why you said them. I thought that you were going to segue into Jasmine saying, I fucked him. He was the best sex I ever had in my whole life. And I did it last month and I didn't. That's not true. And I didn't actually mean that. I said it because I was hurt. Because he went to Disneyland.
But you're taking her out to Legoland and you can't afford. She 100% did have sex with that guy. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I think you did. I think you did it yesterday.
Yes, you are 100% correct. And she weighs it. He asks her, he's like, is that true? And she's like, oh, shit. No, I said it because I was hurt. And then they go back into the, you don't prioritize me over your family.
Yeah. I love that. She's like, she's like, if I am to be happy with you, you must disown them.
I can't.
Can't do that. They're my family. I love Pat's Gino face is incredible.
So good.
God damn, man.
As they were talking, I became obsessed with this fucking hat thing again. I'm like, why not just glue fake hair to the hats? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go all the way. Pretend like you have hair.
Or mix it up, you know. I mean, you look ridiculous as it is. Chuck on Raiden's hat.
Oh.
Is that a character from Street Fighter?
Mortal Kombat,
Oh,
the
there
god
you
of
go.
lightning. Yeah, any more questions?
Yeah, none. What if he just got cornrows one day, like a wig of cornrows?
Yeah. He looked like Danny McBride. Anyways, so they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drives off. No, Gino drives off because I think she said she finally fucking dumps him, right? Tells him to pack up his shit. Some tells me this is not going to be the last we see of these two people, but it should be.
These crazy kids. These crazy fucking kids.
All right, now, Dylan, your favorite couple is up next. Should Ruby and I just handle the honors of dealing with David and Sheila, or would you like to take part in this? Because I know how much David depresses you.
I mean, I don't know how you can't be depressed when a guy says, I'm hesitant to propose to her after killing her mother, but I think I'm going to go for it. It's just a sad thing. But yeah, why don't you guys take it?
Ruby, would you like to take the honors?
I mean, no, go for it, Pat. I'll follow along.
I didn't like this. This seemed aggressive to me. So
Oh.
it's their first day of their romantic weekend, and he fucking claps his hands together to kind of snap her into being alert. I thought that was a little weird.
God.
I assume this was because he was making sure she would continue to learn signing. They head out to snorkel, and it turns out she signs pretty goddamn well.
Really quickly, she is such a wonderful human being. She has picked up sign language so quickly. And the other thing I was thinking about this segment is just how dangerous this is for David.
It's
Because I don't know how to sign shark. Sheila spells it out. Maybe it's like... But I don't know how to make it loud enough to warn a deaf person that they're about to get bitten by a hammerhead. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought this was a dicey move.
Absolutely. If you want to get rid of somebody, maybe this will be where they go on their honeymoon once she's got her papers to come to America, which would be okay with me because I think she knew how to sign the entire time because she's upped her game, obviously, here. Because, him killing her mother and all could throw anybody off. Murder will do that to you. Anyway,
it's like a Marie Shelley kind of horror.
is that Frankenstein or Dracula?
Frankenstein?
Yeah, he just picked her up over his head and threw her through the stairs. And then he's proposing to her. And he's not even afraid of sharks. Have you guys, sorry, just really quickly, have you guys stayed on top of you guys are both murder heads.
Mm-hmm.
Have you stayed on top of this whole Hells on Wheels girl that drove her car into a building at 100 miles an hour and killed the two guys in the car?
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Are you sure it's not two girls that were in an Uber?
No, it's one girl. She drove the car into a building, and she got like life sentence. I thought that you two murder heads would have known. Kaylin?
Yeah, I'm aware of the story. One of the guys was her boyfriend, right?
One of the guys was her boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry.
lovers' quarrel.
I've been watching. Yeah.
But the girl, she gets like these life sentences, and the judge. I'm not a murder head or anything, so I don't see a lot of these verdicts get read off. She's like dripping in enthusiasm. She's like, I cannot wait to sentence you to prison. And I was like, hang on a second. It's just a dumb kid driving a car way too fast and tragic happens. But they said that she meant to do it. She like executed the thing like a stunt driver. I was like, what is going on here?
Generally those things, there's different types of murders, and some are categorized as crimes of passion, which generally you will get a sentence that is a little bit lighter than someone who'd planned out, had time to think like, all right, this could be wrong. Like you find out your boyfriend's fucking your best friend and you run him over, you get like 2 years. You know what I mean? You get like 2 years. You're not going to have a judge.
What, in Guam? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Maybe like you don't, it's not, maybe you get like paroled you get like good behavior after 6 months.
But Ruby, have you heard about this?
Yes, I have. And the girl, when the verdict is being read and she like clearly thinks that she's obviously going to get off and then she doesn't. And then she's very not happy because
she's going to prison for the rest of her life.
Yeah, rightfully so. I would immediately, I don't know. It would be a fine line of killing myself or finding the largest, most powerful lesbian immediately and being like, whatever it is that you need, sexual or otherwise, I am your bitch until you die.
Ruby, because you and I are friends,
you can call me Donkey.
I hope for the latter. I don't want to lose you.
I hope for the latter too.
Thanks, you guys.
I know we got to wrap.
We'll get back to the show. But I was just like, how did she do it on purpose to pull off that maneuver? Would be
Dylan,
like something out of a Tarantino movie,
or like out of 9/11. They put those things and they'd gone to class
and
for like
Chris
a week.
BR once again. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to say, do you guys want to continue talking about David and that date?
You got to look up this crime.
I will. It seems like that was the judge really had it out for this person.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm not getting all the details. Sound like this person might have planned this murder.
I think so.
See, when you plan it, that's murder one. They'll throw the fucking book at you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the book was she literally threw the book at her.
Just like David threw Sheila's mother down those stairs.
And we're back.
Okay. They check out sea turtles. David feels this is proof he should propose. They have dinner. Lovely ribeye and chicken wings hit the table. Apparently, they're at the Outback Steakhouse of the Philippines. Sheila begins to cry. And David realizes this might not be the right time to propose.
Yeah, I know. And he looks like he just got done with a Bikram class, but he wore a button up to the class. And everyone
He sweats a lot.
Everyone was really weirded out by it. Mm-hmm. You know, because almost only hot people go to Bikram yoga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that doc. That's a great doc. You want to talk about a doc?
It's a really good one.
Yeah, we were doing hot yoga for a while. I was like, everybody's too hot in here. Mm-hmm. This guy was next to my wife. One of the hottest human beings I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, honey, if you want to go back, I think he's gay, so it's fine, but I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, they sweat hotly too.
Yeah,
You're
they're
like, what the
so
fuck is
hot.
this?
I
they
went
sweat.
to one class. The guy next to me burped. It smelled like pepperoni. I never went back.
Right.
See ya.
And not pepperoni, like cupped pepperoni, like pepperoni you get at Subway. Like, why did you get pepperoni? That kind
it's
of
an
pepperoni.
Italian.
All right, so
anyway,
we
yeah.
get to Stats
Gems
and
and
Dempsey. They're driving to the castle. They're driving on a rotary. I'd like to take a moment to talk about rotaries. I, too, find them to be...
Do you mean to roundabout?
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Roundabout,
Okay, sorry.
rotary.
See, Dylan,
Giant wheel. Right. You're learning things every
you're
day.
the learning channel for me.
But it is a traffic logistical circle of hell. I don't think they make any sense, and it's not just because I'm American.
I agree with you.
You know, it's
I believe it's mocked pretty aptly in the second vacation movie, European Vacation.
Oh,
when they're
really?
circling around with Big Ben.
yeah.
Look, kids, Big Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, look there, kids, Big Ben.
Yeah.
And then 9 hours later, oh, Big Ben, kids.
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
get out of the rotary.
Right. Oh, okay, that's funny. Chevy Chase is a bit of an asshole.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I also heard Bill Murray's not too nice either. So takes two to tango.
Yeah. Though I envy Bill Murray's grumpiness. People coming up to him, Mr. Murray, can I ask you a question? You just did. He walks off. Like, wow, that guy's a dick.
Yeah, big time. He's a big dick.
But, all right. So, Stats doesn't think codependency is bad at all. She's
Not
like,
at
Dempsey,
all.
you're having a cow. And then they get to the castle for her birthday.
Clearly an Airbnb.
Castles spook me out. I don't know that I'd want to stay in a castle. I'm just scared of castles. Really bad things happen in them.
yeah, I don't think that they have the air conditioning required, or like I don't know. And like, there's a certain point where charm is not okay, and
Yeah.
it's frightening.
There's a certain part where charm's scary, where you stay there and you kind of will yourself subconsciously to wake up at 3:33, but also you wake up at 3:33 and you're like, is an apparition gonna slit my fucking throat right now? I want to go anywhere else.
Yeah, I'd argue though this castle's not really a castle. On the exterior, it's a castle. On the interior, it's I think Jeff Lewis fucking refurbished it.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
it's not really the same thing.
Or Richard Lewis. Yeah. It's kind of gross.
Good one.
All right, so we have a bubble bath, and things are kind of on the up and up.
Well, yeah, Demps doesn't have a problem with that whole group sex thing. It doesn't bother her at all.
No, I mean, when you've got a big toe on your clit, everything's fine. Is that too crass?
Not at all.
No.
All right, so let's get to Rosman and Maleficent. Palms are sweaty. Knees
Knees
weak.
weak, arms
Throwing up
heavy.
spaghetti. Let's meet the parents. These poor fucking parents. They hated his ex-wife. They haven't met another girlfriend of Rasman's since that horrible woman almost ruined their sweet, sweet porn star son's life. And in comes Miss Boa Constrictor herself with a camera crew that got there early so they could set up the interior shot.
Yes. Now,
It's like, I wouldn't wish this on mom and dad. It's just awful.
Well, Dad's kind of having fun with it because Mom answers the door, Dylan, as you discussed, and she does look like a MILF Romanian porn star. Perhaps that's the family business. I don't know. Quite a food spread's laid out, and after Amanda's children are discussed, Amanda wants to know what's up with the ex-wife. Dad is quick to jump in. He says the witch never shut up.
No.
Yes, Dylan. Transcript.
No, I don't think he said that.
Yes, he did.
We had a lost thought from you. You were thinking something that I fear is lost now.
No, it's still here. I was
Okay.
thinking to myself, this type of reception is what Misha thought she was going to receive, and both in terms of like food we were eating, a table that we were sitting at,
Right.
and warmth
No.
from Nikola's family, and she did not get that at all.
No, she got Nadia rolling banana leaves going, ah! She's like,
Yeah, no.
Nikola,
So-
give her the Werther's originals that I brought. Tell her they're from America.
Yeah.
So dinner is chicken noodle soup, and then Amanda, yes, does bring up the ex-wife. The father cries. You okay? What's going on with the mic?
Oh, I messed up my mic a little bit.
Okay.
Amanda likes how this first answer goes, because it's a little get to know you kind of line of questioning. I think she likes that they despised his ex-wife. So feeling herself, she's like, oh, well, what do you think about Rosman and I? You think we're a good match?
Yeah.
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 I love the
I don't
parents.
think we're a good match, but
Yeah,
do you guys?
No, I don't.
I'm with the parents. I see a lot of red flags here with this relationship.
Well, whatever happens, I think that we should just sweat it out.
Oh, yes.
Good one. It's good.
Ruby, what's going on in the Philippines right now? Why don't you break down the proposal for us?
Do you want to know what the worst part about this is too? Is that I had to go back and rewind to rewatch this entire thing because I went and I started to do something in the other room and was like, why the fuck am I just hearing like doop 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 ba ba
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then nothing. And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh my God,
I
it's
know.
gonna be David and
Yeah,
Sheila.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's getting eaten by a shark.
It is really dangerous though, and he shouldn't have done that. And also, really quickly, did we get any clarification on the kid? Is he
John
coming?
Real? John Real's going to make his decision next week.
Yes. We need a little bit more, interesting stuff with this storyline because clearly at the conclusion of this night or this vignette, wine glass is spilled, but she, in fact, says yes to this very sweaty man that she will accept his proposal.
Yeah, proposing to somebody, like her saying yes and grabbing his sweaty body and kissing him and stuff, and he's so red, and it's really sweet, and I do kind of think that they're sweet.
Me too.
But knocking the wine glass over after the I mean, it's really kind of, I don't know. It's like if Simone Biles landed it perfectly and then as she was walking off the mat, tripped and fell, the judges, would it impact the score? You don't know.
Oh, I'm going deep, and I haven't even smoked any weed yet. Perhaps it could be kind of a symbol of things to come.
Sure.
5 years from now,
Okay.
John Rell is living in America, whatever that shitty part of the world that they're living in.
He picks David up and throws him through a set of stairs.
He says, "Bye, bitch." We never forget, and he throws David out a window, killing him. He said, "That's for grandma."
Yeah.
And at this point, they own the house. He wrote her in the will. She's, and David's out of the picture. Revenge has been, dealt.
Purchased, yeah.
Yes, and the world is a nicer place.
You know what? I would tell John Real, if you're going to seek revenge, dig 2 graves. Because this is a boomerang of black and pain that will come back.
I thought you were gonna have to say because you're gonna have to bury your mom in there too to get the house.
No. Yeah,
he's evil.
No. Yeah, John Reel's like that movie that came out that was loosely looked at by J.J. Abrams where Superman was bad. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that one?
I think
Kids
so.
in the farmhouse and people get glass in their eye and shit like that. We were watching it, I think, over the holidays. And we were like, we can't watch. This is so bad. We can't even watch this. It's not going to happen. But But big life things like this and little sloppy accidents making them awkward reminds me of the time we put dear Betty down, my beautiful cat who visited me in a dream the other night, and I was so grateful for that. But when we put her down, the vet gave us a few moments to be with her, and I gratefully, I said that word twice, but I thanked him. And as he was leaving the room, he couldn't open the door because my chair was in front of the door, and I was holding my cat's dead body. And he said, "I need you to scoot forward," and I did scoot forward, and he still couldn't open the door. And so I had to scoot forward again, and her body was kind of lifeless, and it was one of those things like spilling the wine glass after you nail a wicked sweaty engagement like that. So anyways, let's move on to the last part of the episode.
Oh, well, there's two more. Why don't we just nail them really quickly? Nicola and Misha, nice trip where Jesus was sentenced to death.
Can we talk about, I feel like it's a little odd to do the 14 stages with the crucifix on your back, because of course it's a beautiful thing to go and witness, and I don't know if it's sacrilege to say that it's sacrilege to have the crucifix, but the real thing was a little bit more blood-soaked, I feel like. I don't know. It just weirds me out a little bit.
This is also going to weird you out and possibly hurt your feelings a little bit.
Oh, okay.
For $28, you can carry that fucking cross, too.
Yeah. It just, like,
what a grift. Wait, I feel so special. By the way, open up that closet. There's 14 crosses in there. Okay, this is tourism, people.
It's very yucky to me. It is Spider-Man on Hollywood Boulevard, but the 14 stages of the cross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's tourism. It's tourism. I love how Nicola is like, can I carry the cross? Oh, he can. Oh, what a great honor. Oh, yeah, it's a great honor. All right. $28.
It's like one of the greatest prophets, the Son of God, walked through here on a fucking tough day. A real bummer of a day.
Oh, yes.
And you guys are swarming this path, fucking chucking crosses at people made out of fucking plywood. It's just like,
saddest part is as you're walking up those steps, the cross very bumps into the cotton candy stand, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Mm-hmm. Don't get me started on seeing them sell pretzels.
You hit that lemonade stand and he strikes you down.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Everything's turned into a tourist spot.
Yeah, Jesus has ascended to a Zeus-like power.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Throwing lightning bolts at people and shit like that.
Wasn't there anywhere better that he walked? He didn't walk anywhere cooler than this place. We couldn't make a cool tourist spot anywhere else.
I think what's made it uncool is the cutthroat street urchin capitalism that has flanked that pathway. I think that's what's so gross about it. Like, these sites are they're sitting on top of power nodes. They're spiritually and historically so significant, and you got people slinging fucking caramel corn. It's like, God damn it.
I saw in the shot someone was selling churros.
That guy who does those big exaggerated feature sketches of people, it's like, they got you know what I saw? it's so fucked up. You know those games where you got to get it in the hoop, but they bend the rim in a little bit? It's like, that doesn't need to be there. This is Israel. It's a grift.
Well, anyway, Misha buys it up, hook, line, and sinker. She eats it all up.
Well, she's present with how meaningful it is. Mm-hmm. And Ruby, how hot do you like your lattes?
Like 135 to 45.
No.
Too hot.
Yep.
That's insane.
Burn your goddamn
Is
tongue.
that too
roots.
hot?
Oh, no. Well, I don't know.
No,
I think
130.
No, I think it's supposed to be like 120, 125.
Okay, so get off my latte. It's not that hot.
No, I think that's too hot. I think that's McDonald's lawsuit hot.
Oh, yes. 3rd-degree burns on my inner thigh.
Yeah. You know that whole Chicken McNugget lawsuit?
What's that one over?
Kid burned himself on a Chicken McNugget. So they're suing him. To be fair to him, how could you ever expect a chicken nugget to be hot?
It's very true.
You know? I mean, they're never that way.
No.
They're like skipping rocks.
Should we wrap this up with the last couple?
Yes.
Oh, just on Nicola, Nicola and Misha, they hit a lunch spot. Nicola wants to know why he's not hearing "I love you" more, and she tells him in no uncertain terms, because you've been a dick. We'll see how that one ends.
So we get back to Christian and Cleo. Christian is still withstanding the torrent of bullshit from Cleo and Jane. I think Cleo, I feel for Cleo because there's just a lot of things that are stacked against her in life.
Yeah.
But I also think that she is behaving grossly in this episode.
Well, case in point, we always talk about the language. She refers to any girls that Christian has talked to as lonely women at a bar. That's pretty presumptuous of you, Cleo.
I love that you take umbrage with that, but this entire thing is akin to, and I cite the movie often, but in The Edge, when Anthony Hopkins lays the trap for what he thought was the bear, but one of the Baldwin brothers actually falls in the pit with spikes sticking out of the walls. That's what she set up here for Christian to walk into. And it's like, I'm sorry, are we celebrating the generosity of the Native Americans that we slaughtered, or are you guys ganging up on me right now? Because it's clearly the latter.
Oh, yes.
Do you ever talk to lonely men at the pub?
I'm telling you, Christian, missed opportunity here. Viewers would have had your back on this. When Jane was gabbing away, just go, do you mind shutting the fuck up?
All right, that's it for us. Go to patreon.com/another podcast network for Love is Blind recaps, Below Deck Season 1 recaps. Follow Ruby at Papaya Dog Girl on TikTok. And rock and roll, go see her in the Hamptons next week. She'll be sucking down caviar and champagne. And what is it, mother of pearl spoons you guys use, or is it like whale teeth?
Nope.
So goodbye. I'm Dylan saying goodbye. Pat, say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Kaylin?
Bye-bye.
Rubes?
Bye-bye.
There's a lot of stuff on TV, but not all of it's good. In fact, a lot of it's bad.